talking who owned him, they were going to shoot and stuff their pet lion. So she rented a horse trailer and brought him all the way down from Minnesota. And a couple months later, we got a call for a female. I know. For a female lion out in Idaho, up on top of the tower is Jasmine. We had, since we just rescued King, we found an opportunity to introduce these two together, and knowing that they'd probably get along pretty well because they're lions and they're social. Now we had the vasectomy and the spay all set up for these two, so we would have them all fixed up and they wouldn't have any babies. Just a couple months down the road, knowing that they were way under breeding age. Well, they proved us wrong, and at like a year and a half, Jasmine became pregnant with Lauren, and that's the third female in here.
Where? I don't see her.
The third lion, who is female. And she's about a 10-year-old baby, so this is what we call our family. We are not a breeding facility. This is kind of a fluke, big accident. We learned our lesson. Now we either spay, neuter, or vasectomize right away. And I do say vasectomy with the male lions because if they are completely neutered, their mane falls out. And they look like really big girls. It's really weird.
So her name is Jasmine?
Jasmine on top of the tower, Lauren down on the ground.
Okay, I see a little bit of her. What a lovely name.
Alright guys, we're going to head back up the stairs here.
Wow, you guys actually believe that? Ah, poor guy. Can't believe he had to go through all this. But we gotta keep moving on now because the tour is moving on, as you can see. But let's get one more shot of the white tiger here. Yes, ain't you a beauty? I could just hug you and snuggle you right now, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'll see you later.
Okay, we better follow the crowd.
Yeah, we need to catch up with the crowd. This took a little time to waste. So that's pretty interesting stuff about these cats. And hold on a second. Come on, Ma, hurry up. You see what I have to put up with? Yeah, I hate stairs. So we're moving along somewhere. We got a chance to see that white tiger. That was an absolute treat because I've never seen a white tiger up close like that before. So I will never forget this. Yeah, can you believe that, Ma?
Incredible.
Seeing a white tiger up close.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Oh.
If I get caught, I'll get in a lot of trouble.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I know about a big cat rescue somewhere in Tampa, Florida. Do you know about it?
I've never been to it.
But you know about it?
I have heard of it, yeah.
They had a liger there that passed away. Do you guys have ligers here?
We don't have any ligers. Nope. We do have a hybrid animal called a tigon, though. If we see her, I'll point her out.
Interesting.
Now, it looks like one of the tigers is down there. One of the boys, Bombay or Mustafa. Now, there are 4 tigers in here total. Back in 1997, we did a rescue from the circus up in Peru, Indiana. Peru is kind of a circus training mecca. A lot of cats come out of Peru. A lot of circus animals come out of Peru because of the circuses up in Peru. With circuses, they use negative reinforcement. That means they beat their animals. They abuse them to get them to do what they want them to do.
That's despicable.
It is, yeah. They often restrict just normal behavior.
I can't believe they actually do that.
Chastise them for behaving normally, doing normal tiger things. And they keep them in minimum cage requirements and then travel with them. 5 by 8 feet is enough room for one cat to stand up, turn around, and sit right back down in that same spot. And a lot of times traveling is very stressful. I mean, imagine being cramped in a box just a little bit bigger than you are, put in the dark, and then it moves around and you got to try to stand still. That's not very happy and healthy.
Yeah.
So we don't have anything nice to say about circuses with animal acts.
Yeah, I do not like the circuses.
And then behind us over here, I do want to point Jake out.
Oh, there's another one over there.
He's such a good little boy. He's a male cougar. He's one of our older cats, just like Autumn that we saw back there. He's about 19 as well. Now, he is mostly blind and partially deaf. The only time he really knows it's feeding time is he smells it, or he can probably feel the ground vibrate when we drive our truck past, too. We feed out of a vehicle that's pretty noisy. He probably can't hear it all too well, but it's pretty heavy, too. So, I'm purring. Hi, Jakey.
hot, huh?
With most cats, we do like to hide their food in their enclosures, use it as enrichment for them to go out and find and scavenge for
Yeah,
it.
they do that at the other one too.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think a lot of places do that because these cats are, you know, confined to their small enclosures. And unfortunately, I mean, they're big, but they're not as big as they would be naturally, you know, roaming around the wild.
For feeding time, what kind of food do you serve them? Like, from what I know, they serve them like red meat, chicken, turkey, and all that stuff.
Yes, we do that. Mostly horse and cow is their diet. When we get phone calls from farmers around this area, their livestock dies pretty often. We go pick up that animal, bring it back here, and we do all the processing here, so all of the butchering. We mostly keep all of the muscle meat. You guys will probably see some bones sitting out today. We haven't gotten down to the main center to clean it up yet, but we clean every single day.
What about rabbits?
What?
What about rabbits? Because they fed the rabbits at the other one.
We don't have too many rabbits. We do sometimes. The rabbits will usually go to like a cougar or a leopard.
Ah.
But like if we get chickens donated, like a tiger or a lion or something, they could probably eat like 2 chickens, 3 chickens maximum.
Wow.
Because we're feeding them almost every single day, and we want to make them fat and happy, but we don't want to make them like obese and happy. So we need them fat and happy to lower their aggression. We don't want, you know, a starving cat every single day coming up to the fence trying to challenge their enclosures and challenge us. I want Jake, but if you want to bring him, go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting stuff, isn't it? Yep.
Okay.
Now we're moving on.
Feed, like, road-kill deer.
Okay, Mom, what do you think so far?
It's fascinating.
For once, I agree with her. It is quite fascinating. So we're continuing on.
Now, sitting back there is a female tiger named Zoe. And Zoe came to us from an ex-circus trainer.
I don't see her.
She was privately owned in a barn. This barn was kept in complete darkness. This man, who was an ex-circus trainer, believed that these cats were only nocturnal animals, only ever coming out at night, and that's not true. Obviously, you see tigers up in the daytime. Yes, they do kind of hunt at dusk and dawn, but they're not completely, you know, living out in the darkness all the time. So he kept them in the dark anywhere between 3.5 to almost 10 years before they ever came out. Zoe here, she lived in a 5x8 foot crate her entire life. All 3.5, almost 4 years that she lived there. This crate was never ever cleaned. The only thing she knew how to do was walk in circles, and because of this, she does have brain damage. Now we had to introduce slowly to her larger and larger boxes, so she felt more comfortable moving around in the space. And we finally put her out into this big enclosure, and she's doing great. She absolutely loves it. Now this man had 10 cats. We took 8 of the 10, and 2 of them did go north to another facility, I believe, up in Minnesota. Or Wisconsin, either one of us. I can't remember at the moment. But
We lived in Wisconsin.
Huh?
We lived in Wisconsin.
Did you?
Yeah.
Cool. So we took 8, brought them back here. We didn't have cages built right away because we got the call the day before to go get these cats, and we were like, okay, where are we gonna put them? Well, a couple of the cats did live in temporary cages in our building that we do all the butchering, so it's pretty noisy, pretty loud in there. Not really all that comfortable for the animals, but we don't have anywhere else to put them while we're waiting for cages to be built. The cages do cost $20,000 to $30,000 depending on the enclosure. So we don't have that just pulling out of our pockets all the time. So it does take time sometimes. She only lived in the building for probably about 3 to 4 weeks, and then she was out here. So she was absolutely loving it in the building, to be quite honest. She had all the space in the world compared to what she had before.
Oh, there she is.
She was eating a lot more. She always got snacks. I mean, if we're butchering, a lot of times what we'll do is take like the cow tail. We don't always keep those, and we'll give them to the cats that are in the building, and they have.
Yeah, you can see her right there. Oh boy. Oh geez.
You are so agile.
Oh my God. That scared me.
Did you get that?
Yeah,
That is Zoe.
I think I did. Most of
That's
it.
the reason why we don't go in the cages with them.
Did you see that? She tried to attack us. I'm just kidding. She didn't try to attack us.
A lot of times, if I'm given a tour, she will stop me and jump out like she just did.
Or maybe she wants to hug you.
You know, if she didn't use claws, I probably wouldn't mind so much, but I feel like she'd probably use her claws and teeth in that hug.
Well, all I can tell you is I don't want a hug from her. Whoa. Oh boy, don't you look at me like that. Oh God, she's looking at me. She wants to eat me alive. That's what she wants to do. She wants to eat me. I don't want to die young.
Monica.
I'm getting out of here.